EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. The second-year man, Cam Little, has the honors. And off we go from the desert. And a solid one back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
He'll hit Tucker on the slant. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Smith. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Middle, he's got Tucker.
It's a gain of 8. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Eric Armstead. He gets through to drop him, and it's a loss of 4.
At the 48-yard
The best
line.
thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Geno. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Brings up
The 2-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen, getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Man in motion here is Tucker. He'll get this out quickly to his left, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
So here comes the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
So he's entering season number 5, and make no mistake about it, Mike, at times he has shown flashes of brilliance, but they just can't seem to put it all together to be a perennial playoff contender. Now new coach, new situation. Can he become the franchise quarterback that they need him to be, that they drafted him to be? Because if he can turn in those consistent high-level performances, I think he can change the future of this franchise pretty quickly.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
And the Jaguars first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
No chance at all. He'll go down. And a bumper. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
That's good.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
A first down throw for Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lawrence now on second down. The outside, complete to Thomas. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's fourth down. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. So it is fourth down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. This from 30 yards out. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll step up and run this. And he'll avoid the contact, sliding down, pick up a 6, and it'll be third down.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Man in motion here is Tucker. He'll try to pick it up with Genty.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Jaguars offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead, see if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Good physical run It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak. That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
On the return is Tucker. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Smith gonna keep this himself. He gets free. Still going. And he's gonna go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Geno Smith, touchdown Raiders. Greg, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead.
Jaguars 3.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This is fielded inside the 5. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from ETN. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll step up and run. And a nice run, sliding to a halt. A pickup of 9.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Here's Logan Cook now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Gonna get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they're gonna work this down inside the 45. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Foye Oluokun with the play.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Gino. Now he'll air one out. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
3rd downs, Mike,
line.
those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good runner. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. That is caught by the tight end, Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Carlson now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders extend their advantage to 14-3.
14, Jaguars 3.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jaguars offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Lawrence. That one complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. He'll get about 2. Eric Stokes, the corner, there on the stop.
Down by Eric Stokes. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's second and 7. Lawrence now. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 17
4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. As we are ready to get back underway. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. Third down coming up. Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. To throw, it's Smith. Short throw, that's pulled in by Mayer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
From the gun on third down, Smith. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vegas.
16 yards. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll run with Genty. Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll go again with Genty. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on third and inches.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They'll try zone read on first and goal. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in! Dante Thornton, touchdown Las Vegas. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Raiders extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Jaguars 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jags offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Second down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. Fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the 1st half that has really given them fits. They'll start on the ground with Gentile. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
That's brought in by Myers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Gino. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 1st and 10, it's Genty. He's able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not the second. He's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, Smith. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
That one is complete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll get forward for a couple. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Once again, it's ETN. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Raider first down. First and 10.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Past midfield to the 45. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Gain of 25 yards.
That's another quick first down, and that's a 25-yard gain.
First down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Get him. Man in motion here is Tucker. They keep it on the ground with Genty. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Throwing on second down, Smith. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he will score! Ashton Genty, touchdown Raiders. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead.
Jaguars 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This will be returned from the 6. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. They send the tight end in motion. To the right, on the run, it's ETN. Tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that.
6-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's swung out to ETN. Trying to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but he doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to 3rd down.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways. And they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
That's over the middle, complete to Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A gain of 17 to the 17-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1.
2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. Whoa! And the Jags are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
It's a gain of 11.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but After not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Extra point by little is good. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer.
Jaguars 13.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Lobby now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Complete.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
3rd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. As he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Well, Raiders offense and Ashton Genty heading back out onto the field here. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This is Genty. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Once again, it's Genty. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go play action. It's Smith. He takes off, and he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Begins with a carry from ETN. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Lawrence now on 2nd down. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A first down throw for Lawrence. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now here's Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Cam Little for this field goal attempt. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense, Geno Smith, getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Pistol look, and here's Genty. And this is going to be a Raiders first down. He gets this up past the 40-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
On first down, here's Geno to throw.
It's clear whenever they were trying to set up, it was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Geno. Middle, he's got Tucker. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Vegas.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch him.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a handoff to Genti. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Geno to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And that is no good. He missed it. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call. And it results in a first down. Now Genti. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion is Myers. And a nice defensive play. They're good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yards.
Hamilton on the tackle. Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Third and a long way to go. From the shotgun, Smith. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground. And a good rally to the football to gain a 9, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep them short of the first down.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's complete to ETN. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. Give them 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
A loss of 2.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
To throw is Lawrence. That's taken in by Thomas. He's going to have the first down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Jaguars first down.
Jaguars first down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Jaguars.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. He did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
20-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 1. Man in motion here is Washington. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Run the toss here to ETN. And he will get into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 23.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Raiders offense and Ashton Jeanty heading back out onto the field here. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Run down the gun for Jeanty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Gino. Throw on the run is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Raider first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jeanty. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Travis Hunter, the rookie, the number 2 overall pick, gets in there to make the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Jeanty. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Vegas.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 10. Smith gonna keep this himself. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Jaguars 23.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
The Jags offense ready to see what they can do. Their job made a little easier by that big kick return. They start in tremendous field position here. First and 10 now from the 36. Man in motion is Brown. Lawrence now to throw on first down. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
A gain of 11.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. De'Ami Brown. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are able to edge a bit closer.
Raiders 44, Jaguars 30.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They'll begin with a zone read. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
A second down throw for Smith. Pushed out to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
At the 48-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, your opponent's not going to get the ball. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now, Geno. Open man is Horton. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share, and even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. He'll take this forward for a accomplishment. It'll be second down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They face second down and 7. On play action, Smith. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he'll go down, back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, Smith. And he'll take this one in. Trey Tucker. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jaguars offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Second down, Lawrence. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going up top. That's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 40.
A huge play on fourth down. An even 40 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. And in motion is Brown. Lawrence now on second down. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he's into the end zone yet again. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars.
Jacksonville.
That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars are able to cut into the deficit.
Jaguars 37.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. Crazy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. For Raiders offense and Ashton Jeanty heading back out onto the field here. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll start on the ground with Jeanty. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brought down back at the 24-yard
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Raiders send their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to get back to work. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's ETN. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
To throw is Lawrence. Down the field, he's got Washington. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
38 yards.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. 1st down, Jaguars.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Little on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will cut the deficit to 7.
Raiders 51, Jaguars 44.
So, things are a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action. It's Smith. In middle, he's got Tucker. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Throwing on second down, Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, Vegas. And that a record run. It will break Colin Kaepernick's single-game mark for rushing yards by a quarterback. Kaepernick had 181 back in the divisional playoff, January of 2013. This game surpasses that one. On first and 10, it's Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage as best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He was taken down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Just a simple hitch route, certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll throw here on third and short. And he is very close to the first down, but an eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. Here comes a return from the 5. They get across the 20 and mark them at the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again. On first and 10, Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw. Lawrence. There's that man again. Another catch. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
Jaguars.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Gain of 10 yards.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Second down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. His throw left side is complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards through the air. First down, Jacksonville.
A gain of 15.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one.
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. With 1 timeout remaining, all they can really do here is try to recover an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Take it to the house. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. And this one really all over but the shouting One timeout left defensively, but there's no need to use it here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.